collapsed.
I'd like to call the public hearing to order. If you'd stand for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, welcome everyone. Welcome everyone who's watching from home. Of course, this is a public hearing on the budget. So, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee DeVore?
Present.
Trustee Gatt?
Present.
Trustee Kazam?
Present.
Trustee Reichert?
Present.
Trustee Wigginton?
Present.
Trustee Weisenberg?
Present.
All right, welcome everyone. So we would be at the fiscal year 2025-2026 operations budget review. The first is the library. Sean, welcome.
Hi, I'm Sean Edwards, Director of Peoria Heights Public Library. Just make a few comments about the budget for the next year. We've been happy to increase very minimally over last year, and I should mention that since 2019, our total budget has only gone up 3% in total. So we're really operating about the same number every year for the past 6 or 7 years, and doing it quite successfully so far. The big plan for the next year is continuing with our construction and remodeling project, which we're well into right now. As far as the planning on that, the design process is coming to, the first stages of it are coming to a close. We're going to hope to have some kind of a design in the next week or so that we can present. And then we can pursue the state library grant. And beyond that, we've got a lot of options for things that we can do within the library. Some of that includes some very attractive expansions of the landscaping around the library, which would expand our parking lot to the full extent of the property, and then allow us to landscape so that we can kind of join to the park district and create some paths through to the park district so that people aren't just cutting across in front of the and behind the library and here and there making their own trails. But so we've actually, the design is actually expanded so that we've got some very nice landscaping options in the future that would, enhance the community and, hopefully bring more people into the community and the library. So any questions about our design program or the budget or?
No, I love the idea of the connectivity between the library and the trail. That's fantastic.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have some plans available to show people soon so that they can give some input on. So, if not, no questions, I'll leave you there.
Please, I've said this most every year, but give our best to your staff and your board. I don't know how you run such a really good library on very limited funds, so thank you so much for all you do.
No problem.
Okay, Administrator Sutton, we'd be at the Village of Peoria Heights.
Thank you, Mayor. First of all, I want to thank the department heads and my financial assistant for all their help. The board has had the balanced budget for the last month. I appreciate all the input that you've given me. We've made some of those changes and increases and decreases. Like I said, we do have a balanced budget. We have a lot of projects coming forward, a lot of grant matches, a lot of exciting things, a lot with water, and it's all in there. So really excited about that. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you have about the budget, but I think we did that in the last few weeks. But I also want to add that ending this year's budget, we're going to end this year's budget with a surplus of approximately $350,000, and that includes all the fourth quarter additions that we added, and we had some very high expenditures at the end of the year that we added that we didn't know if we could afford or not, and still ending with a $350,000 surplus. I think that is a credit to everybody up here. So I thank everybody for their help, and if you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them.
Questions or comments? Well, I'll comment on the surplus, and I think you stated it well at one of the previous meetings, is that just because this board budgets money doesn't mean we spend it. So we budget money in case we need it, and now we can hopefully put $340,000 or $350,000 away for future years. But thanks to everyone in administration who was very conservative in their spending and was able to have the surplus. Anyone else? Okay, we've got comments from the audience. If anyone would like to make a comment at this public hearing, please come forward to the podium, give your name and address, and try and keep your remarks under 5 minutes. Comments from the audience are open. Going once, twice. Comments from the audience are closed. Trustee Gett.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to adjourn the public hearing. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. The village board meeting will start at 5:30.
He says you guys keep changing and adding shit.
Well.